Alrighty, good afternoon, Arkansas. This is Assistant Chief Forecaster Cameron back here once again. I'm here to give you guys a live update on what's going on across the natural state. We have our first tornado warning of the day across northwestern Arkansas here, folks. So we're going to talk to you guys about this graphically here. This is a tornado warning in effect here. I'm going to read you guys the latest on this. Tornado warning has been issued from the National Weather Service in Little Rock that does include western Newton County in north central Arkansas till 3:15. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Upper Bluff, Buffalo Wilderness area, or 15 miles southwest of Jasper, moving northeast at about 25 miles per hour here. So this is radar indicated rotation. Let's go ahead and zoom down on this area here. So if you know anybody in the Jasper area, they need to be taking their tornado precautions immediately. That's getting away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, get to the lowest area of your home immediately in this area, guys. I cannot stress this enough. So as I said before, if you're just now tuning in, I told you guys that the live stream was going to be, the next live stream was going to be for a warning, and this is exactly what we have at this point here. So a tornado warning is now in effect in this area. If you know anyone in Jasper, they need to be seeking shelter immediately. This tornado warning is going to go until 3:15 this afternoon here, and that's going to go for western Newton County and north central Arkansas. To repeat, this is going to go from western Newton County up here in northwestern Arkansas here. This is going to include Jasper and Western Grove here. So what we're going to do for just a second here, I'm going to go ahead and get a track up for you guys over here as well, and I'm also going to pull up some roads here, so bear me for just a bit. I'm getting everything set up at this current point here. But as I said before, guys, if you know anybody in Newton County, they do need to be taking their tornado precautions immediately. That's getting away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, get to the lowest area of your home immediately. And I'm monitoring the other storm down here in Clarksville at this point, just north of Clarksville. That's going to be moving in this general direction as well here. So you can see by radar where the storm is going. It's moving due northeast, so Jasper, Western Grove, up towards Yellville, and even Mountain Home. Mountain Home, I will watch this storm very close as well. This is moving due northeast at this current time here. So you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, get to the lowest area of your home immediately at this current time here, okay? So this is going to be north of Interstate 40. This is well to the north and east of Fort Smith. This is east of Fayetteville, north of Russellville in the Dover area at this point. This is near Jasper and Newton County here. So Western Grove, Jasper, Yellville, take your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, get to the lowest area of your home immediately here. So we're going to stop radar for just a bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at our rotation indicator here, and you can see clear as day on our radar here that is just to the south and west of Jasper at this point. So we're going to zoom this down, and you can see where the area of rotation is up here, okay? Now I want to stress that this is to the very edge of the National Weather Service Little Rock's radar, so the rotation is not going to look too impressive for presentation wise. However, where you see your greens and your reds meet up combined, that is where that tornado potential is going to be here, folks. So you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately in this area. Get away from windows, put as many walls to you and the outside as possible, get to the lowest area of your home immediately, everybody. I cannot stress that enough at this current point here. So this area in here where you have your green and your red kind of circulating together, that is where that area of rotation is going to be, and it's going to move due northeast. So Jasper and Western Grove, if you're hearing this video right now, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows and put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Get to the lowest area of your home immediately here. Now, what we're going to do for just a bit, let's go ahead and take a look at our debris indicator here. Now, fortunately, at this current point, I'm not seeing a lot of evidence that this thing is on the ground. However, with a tornado warning, even if it's radar indicated, you still need to take your tornado precautions, okay? I cannot stress that enough at this current time here. So this is in Newton County at this point, moving due northeast towards Jasper. So Jasper, take your tornado precautions immediately. Valley Springs up here, Western Grove over here towards Yellville as well. Go ahead and take your tornado precautions immediately at this point here. So I want to stress, because there's a lot of people tuning in, this is in northwestern Arkansas in Newton County at this current point here. If you know anybody in the town of Jasper, this is in Newton County in Jasper, Arkansas, they need to be taking their tornado precautions immediately in this area here. But as said before, just looking at the current debris indicator at this time here, I'm not seeing a lot of evidence of anything on the ground, but that does not mean anything. There's a tornado warning for a reason, folks. So you do need to be seeking shelter immediately here. So let's go ahead and loop the radar one last time. You can see the general motion due northeast at this point. So Jasper and Western Grove, the two towns I'm really concerned about, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. This is going to stay away from Harrison at this current point. Let me zoom this out so you guys can see a little better on where this is generally at here. So this is east of Fayetteville, north of Clarksville, south of Berryville, and south of Harrison at this point. This is moving due northeast. So I want to say that this is going to miss downtown Harrison, okay? However, you still want to watch this very closely as it trends off towards the north and east here. So Jasper, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to you on the outside as possible. Get to the lowest area of your home immediately here. Now, what I'm going to do for just a bit, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the county so you guys can see where this is generally at in terms of where it is in terms of the natural state here. But you can see up here in towards Newton County. This is going to track into Boone County as well here. So Newton, Searcy, southwestern Marion, and Boone County, you need to be taking your tornado precautions here. And I just saw the latest scan on this, so we're going to go back to our debris indicator for just a bit. All right, and we just got a new update from the tornado warning. At this point, this tornado is now on the ground here. Okay, so now we have a situation up here in northwestern Newton County. A confirmed tornado was located over Upper Buffalo Wilderness area, or 14 miles southwest of Jasper, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Damaging tornado, radar confirmed tornado here, guys. So a tornado is now on the ground. You need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. So if you know anybody in Jasper, give them a phone call, text message, blow their phones up, folks. This is a very dangerous situation. It's headed right towards Jasper at this current time here. So Jasper, you need to be seeking shelter immediately, okay? A tornado is on the ground. You need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to you on the outside as possible. Get to the lowest area of your home immediately here. So we're gonna zoom this down and show you guys this graphically on what's going on here. So this is just to the southwest of Jasper at this current point. You need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. This tornado is now on the ground here, folks. Let's go over to our rotation indicator, and you can see clear as day. And when I was worried up here with it being so close to the National Weather Service Little Rock Edge up here, this is where that confirmed tornado is at this current point here. So you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to try to put a track on this storm at this current point here. So maybe for just a second, we're going to switch over to this. But you can see clear as day where that tornado is. Right in here in western Newton County. You need to be seeking your tornado precautions immediately. So there's a track that we're fixing to put on the storm. This is moving due northeast at about 30 miles per hour here, okay? So Jasper and Western Grove, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. By Jasper, this should be on top of you right around that 3:19 time frame. You have plenty of time to take your tornado precautions here. Also, this is going to move towards Western Grove as well here. That is up there in northeastern Newton County or in northwestern Searcy County here. And then this is going to make a run for Marion County. So you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls to you on the outside as possible. Get to the lowest area of your home immediately in this area here, guys. So bear with me for just a bit. I'm going to get the roads up for you guys at this point. So you do need to be seeking shelter immediately in this area here. I cannot stress that enough. So we're going to zoom this down at this current point and show you guys this graphically here. Okay, so this is in Newton County. Let's go ahead and show you guys the roads at this point. So this is going to include Highway 21 over here. This also is going to include downtown Jasper, Highway 74, Highway 7 over here. Also, Highway 7 that goes out of Jasper at this time here. We're going to show you guys a little bit of where that track is going to go. So that's through Newton County at this point, through Jasper, taking Highway 123 from Jasper all the way up into Western Grove at this point, and Highway 65 up here. So you need to be seeking shelter immediately in this time here. Don't wait for it to get to your location. Take your tornado precautions immediately here. So just kind of reiterating everybody at this point, if you're just now tuning in, we do have a tornado on the ground in Newton County at this current time here, and this is moving into downtown Jasper. So if you know anybody in downtown Jasper or in Western Grove, they need to be taking their tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to you on the outside as possible. Get to the lowest area of your home immediately in this area here. And as I said before, I'm very worried about that northwestern corner of Searcy County and also Marion County. So if you're in Yaleville right now, I would watch this storm very closely. We're going to go ahead and loop this so you guys can see where it is. So basically right in here, where you see that green, your red couplet right there. And I can put this on here. So this is crossing over Highway 21 right now in Newton County. You need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately in this area here where that green and red is right there. That's moving right over Highway 21. This is moving due northeast into downtown Jasper. So you need to be seeking shelter immediately in this area. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Get to the lowest area of your home immediately at this current point here, guys. I'm going over all the information at this point, but as said before, this tornado warning has been updated. It is now confirmed. It is now on the ground here at this current time here. So tornado warning remains in effect until 3:15 this afternoon for northwestern Newton County. A confirmed tornado was located over Upper Buffalo Wilderness area, or 14 miles southwest of Jasper, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour here. So we're going to put another track on the storm, show you guys this graphically on what's going on here. So take your tornado precautions immediately, folks. Don't wait for it to get to you. Especially if you're in Jasper, you need to be seeking shelter immediately at this current time here, okay? So give me 1 second here. As you guys can see, there it is right there. There's the track at this current time here. So basically, due northeast, due Jasper, and also through Western Grove at this current time here. And I'm going to zoom this out and show you guys some cities downstream from here. So I would say southeastern Boone County, that's going to go over Highway 65. And then I would say Yellville up here, Highway 62. I would monitor this storm very closely. The environment up here is capable of producing some isolated tornadoes here. And I was very concerned about that tornado threat here, especially up here in northern Arkansas. So I would watch Jasper, Western Grove, Yellville, and then eventually up there in Baxter County towards Mount Home. This is a direct northeast trajectory towards Mount Home at this current point. So if you're in Mount Home right now, you're sitting high and dry at this point. This tornado warrant storm is well to your south and west. I would watch it very closely. Yellville, Western Grove, and Jasper, I would definitely watch this storm. And if you're in Jasper and Western Grove right now, I would definitely be in shelter at this current point. This is going to stay south of Harrison at this current time, and this is staying south of Booneville. Boone County, not Booneville. Staying south of Harrison, staying south of Boone County at this point. This is east of Madison and west of Searcy County at this time here, but you can see the trajectory of this storm here going right through Jasper, right through Western Grove, and then it's going to make its way towards Yellville at this current time here. So we're going to go back to our main radar at this current time, and you can see just based off the latest couple of scans here. Now I'm seeing some good news in terms of the latest scans here. There is a second storm just to the south of this storm at this point, kind of fighting for control here. Now you want to watch this because 9 times out of 10 when these two storms are kind of fighting each other, the southern mode will likely get the handoff, and that's where you could have a new area of rotation here. So you might want to watch it down there in southern Newton County at this point. Regardless, guys, take your tornado precautions immediately if you're in Newton County at this time here. Jasper, Western Grove, definitely need to be seeking shelter. And I will say Yellville right now, I would watch this storm like a hawk and be ready to seek shelter immediately at this current time here, folks. And if you're just now tuning in, this is our tornado warning coverage at this current point. There is now a new update with that tornado warning. So I'm going to read to you guys this at this point here. That tornado warning still remains in effect until 3:15 for central Newton County at this current time here. A confirmed tornado was located in your Upper Buffalo Wilderness area, or 11 miles now southwest of Jasper, moving northeast at about 25 miles per hour. Damaging tornado. It is radar confirmed with it being in Newton County. There's no one up here to give us ground reports. So that's where you guys are going to come into play. If you know anybody in this area and you can get it safely, please send us reports at this current time here. I cannot stress that enough at this point. So we're looking at the debris indicator right now. Right at this moment with the latest couple of scans, it's not as intense as it was before, because I said before that southern storm is coming in. It's kind of fighting some interference with that southern storm here, but we're going to watch this close. But this is moving due northeast at this time here. So Jasper and Western Grove, I've been stressing you guys the last 10 minutes. You need to be seeking your tornado precautions immediately here. But this is going to east. This is east of Huntsville. This is east of St. Paul. Well to the south of Berryville at this point, and south of Harrison here. But I will say, if you know anybody that's traveling from Harrison to Western Grove along Highway 65 at this time here, I would say watch this storm and be ready to take your tornado precautions at any given moment, guys. I cannot stress that enough at this current time here. So that's that tornado warning storm. Radar presentation right now doesn't look the best, but do not be fooled by the radar presentation at this point. You need to be seeking shelter immediately at this current time here, okay? So that's right through Jasper at this time here, and we'll double check and make sure that we can get some Twitter reports as well here. I'm not hearing anything in terms of damage at this current time here, but it is radar confirmed at this point. Radar indicated rotation here. And then 1 second here, we'll double check on everything at this current time here. So right now I'm not seeing anything, but we're double checking everything at this point. Still take this storm very seriously. It is radar confirmed for a reason. It does have that area of rotation at this current time here across this area here. All right, so bear me for just a bit. I'm not seeing anything in terms of damage at this point, which is great news. But if you're in Jasper right now, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. And everybody that's asking about other areas in the natural state, let me zoom this out so I can show you guys graphically on what's going on. This is in northwestern Arkansas. This is why I was harping on you guys so much about knowing where your counties are and knowing where your cities are at this point, okay? Know where you live, folks. Know where your counties are. This is in Newton County and northwestern Arkansas. Everybody else at this point, in exception of northeastern Arkansas with a severe thunderstorm warning, is pretty good at this time here. You do have some thunderstorms that are starting to get going across the area, but this is what's going on at this point. This is where your tornado warning is at this time here in far northwestern Arkansas and Newton County at this point. So if you know anybody in Jasper or in Western Grove, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to uni outside as possible. If time allows, grab a baseball helmet or something to protect your head from potential flying debris and get to shelter immediately, guys. I cannot stress that enough at this current point here, okay? So luckily for us right now, I'm not seeing anything in terms of damage reports, which is great news. I'm loading up our chat at this point here, but yeah, right now the tornado has been observed. Radar confirmed observed at this point here. We do have that severe thunderstorm watch that just went out. It goes from much of Arkansas until 10 o'clock this evening here. So that severe thunderstorm watch is now in place for much of Arkansas until 10 o'clock tonight. Damaging winds, hail, and an isolated tornado too is the main threat with this, guys. But as I said before, this is where our tornado warning is at this time here, right over Newton County, Jasper. You need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately at this current point. So we're going to zoom this down, and I'm getting concerned that this storm is beginning to break its way away from the second storm, and the second storm was kind of blocking off the inflow with this because of the fact that it is a pretty strong storm down here, okay? So it was blocking off the inflow at this point. Now what's going on is that with the latest scans, and you can see clearly where it is. So there's the air rotation. It got absorbed by that second storm, but it's now trying to break away from it and trying to get back into that inflow. So that's what I'm saying. If you know anyone in Jasper right now, they do need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately at this current point here. But I want to stress, this is the only tornado warning storm in the natural state at this current time here, folks. You gotta know where your counties are. You gotta know where you live, folks. I cannot stress that enough at this point. This is in Newton County and Jasper at this time here. This is going to track towards Highway 65 here. So we're going to put that track back on the map here, show you guys graphically what's going on here. So bear me for just a bit. I'm going to switch this back over. All right, and there's going to be the track here. So bear me for just a bit. I'm going to show you guys this graphically here. So there's our tornado warning. That's going to go until 3:15 at this current time here, right here. That's where that area of rotation is. We're going to put a track on here. So this is moving northeast. It's 25, but I'm going to clock it right around 30 miles per hour to kind of give you guys some estimates over here in Western Grove. So Western Grove is going to be on top of you right around at 3:45, 3:45, 3:50 time frame. In Jasper, it's going to be right around that 3:20 time frame. So this is what I'm saying. You have plenty of time if you're on Highway 65 up here in northeastern Newton County or northwestern Searcy County here. So take your tornado precautions immediately, folks. News update from the National Weather Service in Little Rock continues the tornado warning until 3:15. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Lost Valley State Park, or 9 miles west of Jasper, moving northeast at about 25 miles per hour here. So this tornado warning is going to continue continue until 3:15 this afternoon for Newton County here, and I would not be shocked to either see an expansion of the tornado warning into northeastern Newton County and in southeastern Boone and northwestern Searcy and southern Marion County, either a tornado warning or it's going to be a severe thunderstorm warning at this point here. But you can see the general motion from southwest to northeast. That's where that area of rotation is at this point. We're going to go back to our rotation indicator at this time here, and that's our debris. Let's go back to our rotation at this point, but you can see right there, just southwest of Jasper, where your green and red meet. That is where that area of rotation is. Let's draw on it for just a bit. Right through here, and that's going to move due northeast. So Jasper, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. As before, I would not be shocked to see this tornado warning get expanded to include more areas in Newton County, either a tornado warning or it's going to be a severe thunderstorm warning that kind of replaces the tornado warning here. But there's an area of rotation right in here in Newton County, so take your tornado precautions immediately at this point. Get away from windows, put as many walls to unity outside as possible, get to the lowest area of your home immediately here. So what we're going to do for just a bit, I'm gonna take a look at this real fast here. I'm gonna take a look at the National Weather Service, the Fort Smith radar over here, and see if we can get a better representation on the rotation here. And that's how it looks from the Fort Smith radar. And you can see right here where your green and red meet, right there in Newton County. That's where you're gonna have to watch for that area of rotation. So right there in Newton County, moving due northeast. Right now, it is radar indicated. It is no longer on the ground at this point. However, tornado warning remains in effect. Regardless if it's on the ground or not, you need to be taking your tornado precautions here, okay? So Newton County up towards Searcy County, northwestern Searcy County, and then I would say Marion County, Highway 65 that runs from Harrison down towards Western Grove. I would watch this storm very closely here, guys. I cannot stress that enough. You need to watch the storm very, very closely. This is moving due northeast at this point. So, before, just kind of reiterating everything. Jasper, take your tornado precautions immediately at this current time here, okay? Right now, fortunately for us, I'm not seeing anything in terms of damage. I do have an update from the Storm Prediction Center. They did keep the slight risk in place. The 2% tornado is still there as well here. Mainly, there has been too many changes with that here. So the slight risk still remains in effect for much of Arkansas. The 2% tour still remains in place. Everything's still in place from earlier here, folks. So, therefore, this afternoon, this evening, take the time now while it's quiet. Talk to your friends, talk to your family about the severe weather safety and stuff like that. Know where to go when severe weather strikes here at this current point here, okay? But this is the tornado warning at this time here, and based off what I'm seeing right now on our rotation indicator here at this point, I'm not seeing a lot of rotation based on what I was seeing earlier here. But basically right in here, what you can see, due over here in just southwest of Jasper, I would say along Highway 43 or just to the southwest of Highway 74 over here in Newton County, where your green and red meet. That is where that area of rotation is going to be at this current time here. So you might want to watch that very closely. We'll keep you guys informed on all that, but you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately if you are in Newton County at this current time here, folks. I cannot stress that enough at this current time here. And I'm going to zoom this out, kind of give you guys a perspective of what's going on here. We do have other warnings that are in place, especially across northeastern Arkansas. These are special weather statements for Carroll and Madison County here, but this is where that tornado warning is at this time here in Newton County. At this point, this is moving due northeast at about 25 to 30 miles per hour here. So that area of rotation is still there, and I believe they have dropped a warning. So let me double check and make sure on that before I confirm it here. Okay, so the tornado warning for central Newton County has been allowed to be canceled. The storm that prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits, no longer capable of producing a tornado, so therefore the warning has been canceled, folks. So the tornado warning is now off the board at this point. I would still watch it. We're still going to monitor this storm very closely here over the next couple of minutes here as it moves into Newton County. Areas along Highway 65 up here from Boone to Searcy County, I would definitely watch this storm very closely. It may try to reorganize and try to re-rotate once again, but we're going to watch this closely, guys. And you can notice back out here towards the west, more storms getting going. Let's zoom this out and show you guys graphically on what's going on across the natural state at this current time here. So you can see the majority of the severe weather up here in northwestern and in northeastern Arkansas at this current time here. Most of these storms are moving away from the natural state here, but you can see down here in western Arkansas, you're starting to get a lot of storms getting going across the board here, okay? So we cannot stress that enough. You need, Civil Fort, you need to have a plan ready to go for tonight. We're not expecting a tornado outbreak or anything like that, but the isolated tornado potential is on the table across the board as we get towards this evening and into tonight here, guys. So that Civil Fort, that tornado warning has been allowed to expire here, so we are going to break away from coverage at this point. We are going to have radar updates on the page here, guys, so we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here in your source for all things Arkansas weather.